Stop 31 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to Martinsville Speedway, or Charlotte Motor Speedway, Charlotte Motor Speedway, for the running of the Nascar on Speed 500. I know it's been Fox Sports 1 for the past 2 years, but I still call it NASCAR on Speed, so I really don't care as far as that's concerned. So here we are with the starting lineup for today's event. Let's get to the starting lineup. On the pole at 190 miles an hour, it is Joshua Collard. I believe it's his third pole, I believe, in a row. It's been hot in qualifying as of late. The STP Pontiac number 43, he'll start inside row number 1. He'll be alongside Jessica Shelton, the first of the championship contenders. She's alongside the number 9 Coors Melling Ford. She'll start in second. And that's where she's at in the points right now as well. Seth Cole, the number 52 Napa Ford. He'll start inside row number 3. And he will be alongside row number 2, alongside 5th place in the points right now, Dylan Poteet, number 31 Mom and Pop's Chevrolet. He'll start outside. Tied for third in the points is Ryan Acosta. That's where he's at in row. He's inside row number 3, and the number 4 Kodak Film Chevrolet. He's tied for third in the points with Dylan Young, who starts back in the pack, I believe. He's alongside championship leader Zed Weinstein, the number 70 Rumpel Furniture Pontiac. He'll start in the 6th position. Brendan Berg, the number 94 Sunoco Ultra Oldsmobile. He starts inside of row number 4, excuse me. He'll be alongside 3-time winner Charles Jackson Mayonnaise in the number 71 Lifebuoy Chevrolet. Nathan Hudson, the number 55 Jasper Engines Fighter, the winner of the night race at Bristol. He'll start inside of row number 5, and beside him, Kyle Matthews, the All-Star Race winner, the Meliella opponent number 42. There's the command to fire the engines as we get set for racing here today at Charlotte. 34 laps of resistance here today. And it's Michael Walton inside of row number 6. He'll be alongside the first Pocono winner, Trey Campbell, the number 30 Maxwell House Country Time Pontiac. Michael Walton was the winner, I believe, at Kentucky this season in a very super boring race. Now, well, I'm seriously going to ask Trent how he did that, his competitiveness at Kentucky. I don't know, seriously ask that. I don't know. Anyway, let's get for Green Flag Racing, Collard and Shelton. 2 of the best of NR 2003 racing has to offer as the front row for today's event, as well as 2 others with Seth Cole and Dylan Poteet. So the legends of the NR 2003 series has total control of the field as the green flag goes away. We're underway at Charlotte. And Sheldon trying desperately to get 5 bonus points to try to stay ahead, try to close in on Zed Weinstein. It's not going to work. Collard has the inside lane. He will take the lead. Here comes Seth Cole, and Ryan Acosta trying to make it 3 wide between he, Cole, and Shelton. And here they come out, turn number 4. Whoa, 3 wide. Racing here. Sheldon caught up in the high side. Collard leads the first lap. Here comes Brendan Berg trying to shove Ryan Acosta to the number 1 spot. And poor Dylan Poteet's caught in a sucker hole in the middle. And boy, Brendan Berg, he does not care about the points chase, though. He wants to lead some laps, and he has got the lead now. But here comes the night race at Bristol winner, Nathan Hudson in 55, one of the NSCRA veterans. And oh, problems! Seth Collins crashed. Sorry, I swept out a replay here. And they got 3 wide coming out of turn number 4. I don't know what happened there. Let's take a look as to what happened before it had a replay fail. There was Poteet caught in the middle between Mason Jefferson and Joshua Collard. And Mason somehow gets loose. He sends Poteet in the Collard. And Mason goes... And there goes Seth Cole right in front of Jessica Shelton. I don't know if Shelton got any damage or not in that whole deal. It's amazing to me why none of the others got a lot of damage in this whole deal, too. But oh my goodness, that was craziness here. And Seth gets through with and they're all bunched up back there too. Let's look at all of them just mainly getting on the brakes and trying to avoid the wreckage. And Shelton comes away with no damage on her car, so she's still in the field, or still in the running. And there goes Poteet. I don't know what he's doing there, between trying to swerve around Charles Sanford in 24. And that drops Seth Cole right down to the last place right now, but still a lot of racing to go here at Kansas, or here at Charlotte. I don't know why I'm thinking of a lot of tracks here. Kansas was our last stop. Anyway, Brendan Berg is the leader of the race there. Second is Nathan Hudson. Third is now Ryan Acosta. Would like to get a points gain here today. So will Dylan Poteet in the 31. He's in the 6th position. Jordan Newman is in 5th. As the green flag waves, we are back underway here at Charlotte. Charles Sanford wasted no time. He falls in behind Jordan Newman, trying to get a draft off him. Sanford now trying to up the 5th position. Now here he comes in and trying to get a draft off Nathan Hudson, but now Newman pulls up ahead of, in front of Sanford. And Nathan Hudson will go to the lead in 55. Sanford trying for 3rd position now. He's trying for 2nd. He's got Stephanie Gardner, the Kansas winner, right behind him, 26. Diving on the inside lane as here they come through the 3rd and 4th turns now. Mike Becker right behind, right there in the 19. Jessica Shelton in the 9. She's making her way back through the field, trying to get those 5 bonus points, and so is the 70 Zed Weinstein. He's right behind Shelton, or actually right behind Charles Jackson, 71. That is a 190-mile-an-hour pace lap here today at Charlotte. Ryan Acosta hung up on the outside, so is Dylan Poteet in 31. Whereas Shelton and Weinstein are down the inside, so is Dylan Young in the 2. He's tied for 3rd with Acosta in the points. And meanwhile, Jessica Shelton does get her 5 bonus points, and she will lead the lap. So she's the first of the championship contenders to lead. But Zed Weinstein's right there in that 3rd position now behind Charles Jackson. Jackson goes up on the high side. Now Sanford dives inside for the number 1 spot. Weinstein goes inside for the number 2 position. And here comes, as we continue to watch this battle in the middle of the pack. But championship contenders now fighting it out. Shelton versus Weinstein. And Zed says, I saw you get those 5 points, Jessica. I won them myself. But Kyle Matthews wants to say otherwise. Here comes Matthews inside. He wants to spoil Zed's chance to get 5 points, and Zed will throw the block on Matthews. And he'll dive inside, but it looks like Weinstein will get his 5 points, and he'll lead the lap, so the margin now remains the same as it was coming in. Meanwhile, the entire field right together almost here at Charlotte. Nobody's all just racing their hearts out here today. As you see Joshua Osborne right up in the middle in the 90 car. He goes inside of 24 of Charles Sanford. And meanwhile, the 4 and the 31 of championship contenders Ryan Acosta and Dylan Poteet both caught in the middle, or both caught up on a high side now. Lap speeds here, Charlotte, over 190 miles an hour plus here at this race. Here today, as we see the rest of the field right there. Joshua Collard off pace here in that 43 car. So is Mason Jefferson, and so is Seth Cole, holding the last position at the moment right now. And I say a little bit off pace, a little over 180 miles an hour of Seth Cole. Meantime, Jessica Shelton now takes the lead back, and here comes Kyle Matthews in 42 trying inside lane. Now Dylan Young decides to move his way up through the field now, and in the number 2 Miller Genuine Draft colors. Young clocked in the 4th position last time. He's got Hayden Jefferson in 15 right behind. And meanwhile, Henry Kavanaugh in the 11 takes the lead from Shelton. Battle of the beer wagons with Bud versus Coors, and make that triple now with Miller Genuine Draft. As Dylan Young dives inside for the number 1 spot now, does he take the lead from Henry Kavanaugh on this lap? Yes, he will. $17 laps in the books, already halfway through here at Charlotte. Been a tremendous race, only 1 caution period. That was back, I think, on the 2nd lap of the race. And here comes 90 of Joshua Osborne. And he wants to make a good impression here at Charlotte here today, and he is doing so right now in 2nd position. But now gets shoved to the high side by Mason Powers in the 18. And he's got Liam Campbell behind the 6th. Preston Plord, 2-time winner this season in the 17 at Las Vegas, and the first race at Richmond. He's being shoved by the Michigan winner, Ann Courier, in the 3. Last lap by the leader, 190.9 miles an hour. See quite a few 194 mile an hour speeds out of a couple of cars. And as they say at So hey, like a little crank it up segment here today at Charlotte, as 21 car of Eric Powers Bowers takes the lead now, but Trey Campbell tried to deny him of the lead. Now here comes Trent Dunham in the 1, trying for second position, and he's got it now. As we're now already with 10 laps to go in the race here today. And we're hearing lap traffic just up ahead. And let's see who the lap traffic is right here. There's Dylan Poteet, one of the championship contenders, right up to the field. And Seth Cole and Mason Jefferson. And that field is going to catch the Seth within the, probably within a lap or two, I guess. As William Duncan takes the lead in the 25 car. He led the lap. Let's see what happens here. Let's see. Here comes Rollins on the inside of Seth Cole. Who's going to get held up and who's not? That's the question here. Michael Walton dives inside. Mike Becker shoving him. Down the backstretch they come. We have now got 6 laps to go here. And it looks to me like Michael Walton will take the lead. Yes, he will in that 33 car. And meanwhile, Mike Becker takes the #1 spot now as he gets the shove from Charles Jackson and Stephanie Gardner. Charles Sanford's up there. Jasmine Acosta, now we haven't talked about her at all today. She's making her way through the top 10 now. Henry Cavanaugh. There's lap car Joshua Collard. Dylan Young being shuffled back to the back here, as well as Zed Weinstein. He's right behind the 4 of Ryan Acosta. And Acosta's now hung up to the high side now. As Weinstein gets past. 3 laps to go here at Charlotte. Weinstein about got hit by Preston Plord in 17. Meanwhile, the battle still rages on. Charles Sanford has the lead. Here comes Johnny Gardner in number 12. He dives inside. 2 laps to go. And here comes 33, Michael Walton. He wants to take the win here today. So does Ty Dent in the 5. We haven't talked about him at all today. Preston Plord, 17. He's right there. He wants to spoil it all. And Weinstein, here he comes. Out to number 4, they come. The white flag is waving. 1 lap remaining in Charlotte. Who's it going to be? In the NASCAR on Speed 500. Johnny Gardner, number 12. The Rebesses Buick trying to get his first win of the season. But here comes Preston Plord on the inside. Gardner shuts the door. Here comes Chris Washer in 98. He dives inside for second position, but the man of the hour is the number 12, Rebesses Buick. Johnny Gardner will win the NASCAR on Speed 500 here in Charlotte. The number 12, Rebesses Buick, takes the number 1 spot here today, as he will win Today here at Charlotte. Water race we had here today. Johnny Gardner wins, Chris Washer second, and Zed Weinstein, championship leader, drove all the way up to third spot. After all that, that's going to help him a lot in the points. Preston Port comes home fourth, and Courier fifth. Ty Dents finished in sixth. Hayden Jefferson comes home seventh. Michael Walton eighth. Joshua Osborne comes home ninth. And 10th will be Charles Sanford. William Duncan 11th. 12th Mason is Jasmine Acosta and Mason Powers 13th. Mike Becker 14th. Trey Campbell 15th. 16th Charles Jackson 17th. Kate Culp. Brendan Berg 18th. 19th Nathan Hudson. 20th is Stephanie Gardner. So Zed Weinstein looks to me like he is the only of the championship contenders to finish up in the top 20. So that means for guys like Jessica Shelton, Dylan Young, Ryan Acosta, that's going to cost them dearly points-wise, obviously. Nobody out of the race there, but let's see where the rest of them all finished out. Ryan Acosta comes on 22nd. He was the next highest of the championship contenders. Jessica Shelton finishes 24th. She got shuffled back late in the going. Poteet 25th and Dylan Young 27th. So Zed Weinstein should have a huge lead coming into Talladega, the next race on the tour. So let's see what happens here points wise. But Johnny Gardner, the 12 Bess's Buick, takes the lead, or takes the win here today at Charlotte. Car looks good in victory lane, doesn't it? As we have the Talladega for the Amp Energy 500, and indeed, look at the lead now. Weinstein has got 151 points on Jessica Shelton. And that race at Charlotte might have put a big grimp in Shelton's chances for a third straight championship, which is something unheard. 2 in a row is actually unheard of in 2003 racing. But we'll see what happens. We got 6 races to go. See what happens in that span. Ryan Acosta third in the points chase. Fourth is Dylan Young, and fifth is now Mike Becker. He's now moved his way up to the field. Poteet drops to 6th after all this. Jordan Newman currently 7th. 8th is Charles Jackson. 9th is Trey Campbell. Joshua Collard currently in 10th, and he's got a battle with Henry Kavanaugh for the 10th position right now. And Rookie of the Year wise, the leader in the rookie standings right now is Henry Kavanaugh, who's currently 11th in points. And Nathan Hudson's 3 back in the 14th position, and he's less than 100 points behind Kavanaugh as far as the rookie is concerned. But let's see. On down to Trent Dunham, currently in 20th position in the points, and there's the rest of the order points-wise. Hayden Jefferson currently in the basement in 38th, and there's where the rest of you all are at. As we head to next race on tour, Talladega Super Speedway, the Amp Energy 500. Don't miss it.